We've all been there. That feeling when you're constantly thinking about someone special. You feel excited, maybe even a little giddy whenever they're around. But deep down, you start to wonder, is this just a crush? Or could it be something more? Could it actually be love? Today we're diving into this big question. How do you know when your feelings go beyond the fun and flirty stage and turn into something deeper, more meaningful? Love can be subtle at first, but the signs are there. Let's break them down and discover when it's more than just a crush. Sign 1. They're on your mind all the time. First up, they're on your mind constantly. It's one of the clearest signs that what you're feeling might be more than a passing fancy. Crushes tend to come in waves. Sometimes you think about them, sometimes you don't. But love takes up residency in your brain. It's not just the exciting moments you remember, like that cute smile or the time they made you laugh. When you're falling for someone, you start thinking about the little things. You wonder how their day went, if they're feeling okay, and what they might be up to. You find yourself genuinely curious about their life in a way that goes beyond physical attraction. You're not just daydreaming anymore. You're invested in them as a person. This is when you know it's more than a crush, when their happiness and well-being start to matter to you, even when they're not around. They pop into your head during random moments, while you're at work, in the middle of a workout, or when you're doing something as mundane as laundry. You just can't shake them from your thoughts, and truth be told, you don't want to. Sign 2. You genuinely care about their happiness next. You care about their happiness, even when it doesn't directly benefit you. With a crush, the focus is often on how that person makes you feel. You get butterflies, you feel excited when they text, and you get a little thrill from every interaction. But when it's love, the focus starts to shift. Now, it's not just about what you're getting from the relationship, but what you're giving. You start to genuinely care about their happiness, sometimes even more than your own. You want to see them smile, succeed, and feel good, regardless of how it impacts you. Their joy becomes your joy. Love is about giving. Maybe they're going through something tough, and without a second thought, you find yourself stepping up to help, offering them support, or just being there to listen. And here's the kicker. You do it because you want to, not because you expect anything in return. That's one of the biggest signs that this is more than a fleeting crush. It's a deeper, more meaningful connection. Sign 3. You feel comfortable being vulnerable. One of the biggest signs that your feelings have shifted from a crush to love is vulnerability. You feel comfortable being your true self around them. When we're in the early stages of liking someone, we often put up walls. We show only the best versions of ourselves, the polished, funny, confident parts. It's all about making a great impression. But when it's love, those walls start to come down. You feel safe with this person, safe enough to let them see your real self. Your flaws, your insecurities, your quirks, they come to the surface. And it's okay because you trust them. You're not afraid to show the less glamorous sides of yourself, because with love, there's an understanding that they'll accept you no matter what. Vulnerability is scary because it means letting someone in completely, but when you're in love, it doesn't feel like a risk. It feels natural. The bond between you strengthens as you open up to them, and they do the same with you. That's when you know, this is no longer just a crush. This is real. Sign 4. You make future plans without realizing it. Here's another big one. You start making future plans together. Crushes tend to be in the moment. They're exciting and usually focused on the present. You're enjoying their company, having fun, and living in the now. But when it's love, you start to think long-term, often without even realizing it. Maybe you're planning a trip together for next summer, or you casually talk about going to concerts or events months from now. You begin to imagine them being part of your future. Whether it's something as small as a weekend brunch, or as big as meeting their family. The thought of sharing those future moments with them isn't just exciting. It feels right. You might even find yourself thinking about more significant aspects of the future, where you both want to live, your goals, and how you might fit into each other's lives down the road. This is a major shift from the let's just have fun now mentality of a crush. When you start picturing your future and they're in it, it's a good sign that you're moving from a crush into something much deeper. Sign 5. You feel an emotional connection beyond attraction. You feel a deeper emotional connection. Crushes are usually driven by physical attraction. You like the way they look, the way they make you feel, and there's an undeniable spark. But love goes beyond the surface. You begin to connect on a deeper emotional level. It's not just about attraction anymore. It's about understanding each other, supporting each other, and feeling a bond that doesn't fade when the initial excitement does. You start to understand each other in ways that surprise you. Maybe you can tell when they're upset, even if they're not saying it out loud. Or maybe you find that they know exactly how to make you feel better when you've had a rough day. It's those small, almost unspoken moments that create an emotional intimacy, one that goes beyond the butterflies of a crush. This connection makes you feel safe, understood, and valued. When you reach that level of emotional connection, you're well on your way to realizing it's love, not just a passing crush. Sign 6. You're willing to grow together. Here's one more sign to consider. You're willing to grow together. Crushes tend to stay static. They're exciting in the moment, but they don't usually lead to deep personal growth. With love, it's different. Love challenges you, in a good way. It pushes you to be a better version of yourself. Maybe this person inspires you to try new things, take on new challenges, or see the world from a different perspective. And it's not just one-sided. When you're in love, you want to grow together. You both become better because of the relationship. You support each other's dreams and goals, and you actively work towards building a future that benefits both of you. Growth is a crucial part of love. It's not about staying the same forever. It's about evolving together and becoming stronger as a team. If you find that this person makes you want to improve and that you inspire each other to reach new heights, it's a clear sign that your feelings have moved beyond a crush. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into love. If you related to any of these signs, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more relationship insights, tips, and advice.